Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to Jeezy
Hopefully
Sports.
more on that.
Vamos. And today I am your host, Fry, and we have with us
Vamos.
Jackson Brian. Introduce yourself.
hmm Hey, Fry, what's up? What's up, lad? You still cold, I see.
I'm actually battling with hypothermia right now. It's a miracle I'm still alive. And we also have Randy Savage. What's up, Randy?
I'm here, alive, regrettably. What's up,
Uh,
guys?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, we're all here, man.
Y'all
And
fine? Y'all in good mood today?
life is
Yeah,
life
well, you
in.
already
Life
know,
is
sir.
life in, man. But you know, once we have food to
Yeah,
eat, we
man.
can push through.
So it's not once we have
Yeah.
like
I'm meant to sleep,
this
buddy.
is not like once we have like people around us or friends and family. It's once we have food.
I don't think you can eat friends and family still, but okay, we work with that.
No, it's just food.
That's not what I meant, but that's a very interesting concept. I'm sure cannibals would disagree.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's kick it off. Let's kick it off, right back into Europe. And with the Champions League, Man City win the Champions League as usual. They always get the easiest group, the easiest sides. And I want to know if you guys paid any attention to the game or have anything interesting to say about that game. I think it was against Young Boys.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't think
Jamaica.
people actually pay attention to Man City, bro. I really don't think so. That they're just there.
Mm,
I
mm.
mean, no one wants to play with young boys. I mean, not as the Catholics, I don't think Pep would really like that notion. But um, I mean, it was a city game. We all expected them to win. I mean, it's not really there was no surprises there. Like when I say zero surprises, that was about as surprising as Santa actually coming down your chimney this Christmas. That'd be a surprise. But no, it's not surprising. They fully deserve the easy group that they've got. They don't have many world class players anyway, so it's only fair that they get scooped with the other scope.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And well, just Newcastle lose as well in their battle against Dortmund. Madrid win, United lose. Upset for England for the most part, as it relates to Newcastle and Manchester United. It's crazy to see that we're kind of underperforming in Europe other than City, because also Liverpool lost and Brighton. Oh, Brighton won. So it's hit or miss between the English teams in Europe. And I want to know what you guys, if you have anything important or anything impactful in Europe.
Listen, I, 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 I don't know what to say about the English teams in Europe, right? City, they get easy groups. United have easy teams but lose. Um, Liverpool losing to Toulouse. I mean, I never saw that one coming, even with an 18-year-old in goal, both sides technically. And Brighton. I mean, I think Brighton set a record for number of passes in one game against Ajax. Shows you how far Ajax have fallen. Um, then other English teams, West Ham, Villa, they perform to their level. I mean, they're looking really good in Europe. So it is mixed. I mean, Spanish teams are loving life right now. I can't really say the same for Italians, but right now it's mixed. It's real mixed bags in for the English teams.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Randy, have any input? Uh, I would like to
I
interject
mean,
about Ajax first. Yeah, the state Ajax is in is it's sad to watch, and I really think there needs to be some repercussion for the people involved with that club as it relates to the owners, because there's something going horribly wrong. And if Ajax falls out of the Eredivisie, it it will cause riot. Dutch people will become French and start riot and stuff. So we don't need any of that stuff going on. Yeah, 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 Savage. You can go ahead.
I mean, would we be upset? No.
Would a certain European lad be upset? Then I'm quite sure he would be. For those who know, y'all are legends. For those who don't, screw y'all. Y'all don't follow up shit. Anyways, um, I mean Ajax, right? There's a very peculiar intake because while we've all been critical of Manchester United this season, not a lot of people have been very critical of Ajax. More or less, it's just been making fun of, but they haven't been critical of them despite their dominance in the Eredivisie for how many years now. And it just begs to show you the amount of pull and expectations that Manchester United have and that clubs in the Premier League have. Look at it. Newcastle arguably has been the best team in their group so far, but yet still they're at bottom of the table, undeservedly, in my opinion. You know, and you see people ridiculing them for that, despite the results just not going their way. So it's just the expectation. It's just the expectation of that's been placed upon English clubs, and it's the lack of expectation that has been placed upon other leagues that sees the two stark in contrast in opinions and beliefs and all that good sort of stuff. But yes, the Premier League is heating up. Results that no one expected to happen have been happening. A certain Danish team almost had me fuming. Almost. But I digress. Um, this year shapes up to be a very fantastic year. I genuinely feel that this year it will be a team that has never won it before. No, I'm not referring to you, Arsenal. Don't jump out yet.
Wow.
I wasn't referring to you guys. I meant another actual team. Um, I think it'll be a first time again, and thank God it won't be PSG because yeah, it's not. They won't, and thank God it won't be City either. So, look forward to that, lads. Look forward to that. Look forward to Copenhagen winning. We all said it. We all knew it. They're the best team in the world. They've been the best
Yeah.
team for a couple of years now. Um, so yeah, Copenhagen FC, y'all are the champions, deservedly. So you beat the best in the world. So you have to be the best in the world at that point. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's some high hopes and very strong predictions, I would say, for the Champions League. But I hope it comes true, because if that comes true, it would be quite a long ball shot from you, Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I'll ask you for the lotto numbers.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but for real though,
Um,
I'm sick and tired of seeing the same teams win over and over again, man. Like I want to see I want to see like a underdog win this time. Something along those lines.
Speaking of underdog, a certain side, Villa, with a Jamaican footballer, Leon Bailey, one of our favorites on the show. He's playing really well. He's playing good, so I want to hear what you guys think has been semi-critical of Leon Bailey.
So go. You know.
Bailey, let's be real here. Bailey has been playing well. Aston Villa has been playing well. My only thing is that only if he could recreate this with Jamaica. That's just my thing. We all know that what he can do when he did it at Leverkusen, a couple of years back. We know the quality of player. We know the type of player that we're getting. But so far, Bailey hasn't lived up to the expectations that we have put upon him being Jamaicans. Credits to him, credits to Villa. They've been playing well. They've been doing what they're supposed to do, and he's been arguably replicating that form. However, we all must remember that form is indeed temporary. What I'd love to see is for his class to improve, because if his class improves, then we benefit as well. Form is something, as I've said, is temporary. So credits to him. He's doing well. Hopefully, what they're doing at Villa, whatever good evening Merchant is doing, hopefully, it can help him to develop as a player, so that not only it benefits Villa, but it will also benefit um Jamaica as well.
Jamaica,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, no one's been more critical of Leon Bailey than I have, and I like to see him playing well. But then again, on Friday he'll be playing in the stadium, and I can guarantee he won't be playing at that same level. And at that point, I don't preach violence on anyone, but Jamaicans are notorious.
I
I
don't think
mean,
you can say that.
I
No,
didn't
of
say
course you
anything.
can.
That's all I did.
We
I
live in
didn't
a
say
free, we
anything.
live in a democracy.
Well, on a serious note, I think we should change our kit to claret because he only performs when he's in a claret kit. He's got, I think it's, well, they played today, so I think it's 3 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League this season in 12 games. I don't think he's played in all 12, but 12 has gone so far. So he's in good form. We will be playing Canada. He'll be up against Alfonso Davies. It should be fun to watch. So hopefully he does bring a good game, and I hope he is bringing that Villa form, bringing it all the way from the West Midlands in England to the centre of Kingston in Jamaica.
Yeah, speaking of Jamaica, we also, think it was yesterday, we played a friendly against Guatemala, and the reserve team. I didn't watch the match, but I was wondering if any of you guys saw the highlights or anything like that.
Yeah, I did
Um,
watch the match. I watched the match because a friend of mine, he was doing the commentary. Sav, you remember him, right? Daniel. He was doing co-commentary last night.
oh,
So
that's awesome.
I kept an eye on it, and I must say, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I must say his commentator, the lead commentator, was absolute rubbish. I mean, that wasn't commentary, bro. That was not even when we told stories in high school. It was like reading off a piece of paper you were given, and even that wasn't. It was worse than that. But I mean, look, it wasn't as bad as the game. That's what I'm saying. Like I could sit in front of a brick wall, use razors to gouge my eyes out, and then sprinkle myself in honey and run through the woods in Detroit. And I would still have more entertainment than watching that game. That's how bad it was. It was
Um,
horrible. It ended
but the
nil nil.
Jamaican stars were there, the Tariq McGee's, the Jamaican schoolboy stars, the talent, they were there. So
Look,
they all
no,
underperformed.
no, McGee was there. McGee stole minutes from Duchesne Beckford. I can tell you for free, Duchesne Beckford was the best player last night. Um, on the left flank, he came off after 60 minutes, which was a horrible decision. McGee, albeit he does have close control, he didn't have anything else. I mean, he constantly got in the way of his other players. He tried to do too much, right? He's been out of the system for a long while. He's just coming back and he's trying to do too much too soon. If I'm being fair, no player out of yesterday's game forces their way into Hallgrimson's team for the game against Canada. Um, not Ming, Richard King, or Jamoy Tope, not Howell. None of those guys actually forced their way into the team come Friday. And that's sad because it's a game to impress, it's a game to show the manager, yeah, we deserve to be there when it matters most. And I mean, maybe Beckford did do something, but apart from that, it was an absolute shit show. I have to say.
Okay. Well, it's a friendly. I guess it's that's how it goes sometimes. Yes, Savage, you were saying.
Well, I'm saying that personally, a lot of these big talents that we named aren't really ready for the international level. Let's be brutally honest here. I don't know if y'all have been watching the Caribbean recently, but not only have the other nations begun to develop talent that is of the same caliber of us, they're actually developing talent from their local leagues. They're developing talent from not overseas based, born and raised in their home countries, like Trinidad, for example. Looking at their talent, Haiti, for example, I don't know where they get these Haitians that just spawn, who are absolutely amazing, you know. Um, Jamaica has a serious running to do. And the reason why I won't say catching up is that we are still by far the best team in the Caribbean. Well, not by far, but because Haiti is there, obviously behind us. But for the rest of us, we are quite far ahead of them. We have
Yeah,
some level of
I would
running
say
to
we
do.
have the best team on paper for sure, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, on
As it
paper,
relates to the
on
squad
paper.
and how we perform as a collective, it it's arguable. We can argue whether we're the best.
Yeah, it's like putting a bunch of blind men to play darts and not expecting one of them to gouge another's eyes out. Not that it matters, but that's just the entire point of it. You don't expect much from them. When you really should. I mean, they have quality. None of these players aren't playing in like second or third tier divisions. They're all playing in the top divisions for the leagues that they're in, or close enough to the top that we can say they're borderline top division players. So I think the issue just lies with chemistry. Chemistry wise, we need to do something about our poor passing, about our poor decision making. I know my guys just came into oh Andre Osabondo.
It seems,
Right,
yes,
good.
I have a
All
little,
right,
you don't know.
so while Fry has some level of minor catastrophe going on in the background there, I will continue. But no. To be completely serious though, like on a serious note though, um, Jamaica needs to do a lot more. Jamaica needs to do so much more, and we need to revise tactics. And this is where I say Jackson Bryan should be the new head of the JFF. People, it's not a hard decision to put a young man who is passionate, a young man who knows what he's talking about, a young man that has a signed shirt from Burn Leonard. It shouldn't be hard to put Jackson in charge of the JFF, right?
Bro, I can't take over. Look, I could take over the JFF, right? It's never outside of the question. Based on the criteria, it's not very difficult. You know one person here, you know one person there. Then it's about getting funding and signing deals. Now, you did say that sign shit from Leno. Maybe I couldn't. I'm not saying I'm not saying I would be a good fit. I'm just saying Jamaica drama is just not for me sometimes.
I mean, this is why authoritarian rule is amazing, so that you don't have to business whatever anybody else think. You know, you just go and do as you please, and if it's working out, then sure, continue it. By the way, for legal reasons, I did not just say that. Okay, okay.
Bro, oh, shut up, man. We're just waiting on fire. Hopefully, his house is not burnt down. Hopefully, he's still alive. Um, just
If it is,
going
rest
through
in
a
peace.
couple of comments, guys. Thanks. And two, oh my Christ. Okay, so everybody wants to see Mr. Spencer on the show. I thought he told you guys, but anyway, yeah. Um, he should be on. He should be on soon, possibly. Maybe not. I'll find out. But it depends on on when he's available, though. It does depend on when he's available. And I know, for those who don't know who Tariq Spencer is, he's a close friend of ours. Formerly, we used to go to high school together. His ball knowledge is there. Big Cristiano fan, so obviously he and Sav won't get along. Big
Bro,
Real Madrid
bro,
fan, so again, Sav won't get along. So,
bro said,
I don't
wait,
even
hang
think
on.
I'll be here when that happens.
Wait, hang on. Bro said Cristiano fan and Madrid fan and said ball knowledge in the same sentence. You're a wizard. I don't know how you managed to pull that off, but you have. Can you please explain to the fans how you've drawn inferential conclusion from putting those two together?
Bro,
Like,
bro,
like,
don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this on a Sunday evening, bro. Don't do this. Don't do that. Right? Especially since Fire's not here. So it's just kind of 1v1 right now. You know, um,
nah, man. Real Madrid and
yeah, the
Cristiano
greatest team
fan.
in history.
They cheated their way through half the competitions they've played in. Of course,
Yeah,
they're the greatest.
Barcelona have a court case. What's your point?
Hey, City has 116. I don't see people saying anything about that.
My God.
Hey, right. With Don Franco and his Nazi salutes, we'll have a lot to say about that claim. We leave it there today.
Oh, shut up. At least we know Fry is okay. There's no fire. He said it was cold. I don't know if he lit the fire. I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything.
Uh, I would just like to say, I survived. I survived. We hold the fire. Yeah, my burn up the Sunday dinner still. Yeah, that rough. Whole like piece burn up. So,
Channel.
so
That's on you, lad.
I just white rice and chicken now. But so it go. So it go.
Hey. I mean, burnt peas is a delicacy.
What?
Burnt
What?
peas is a delicacy.
Don't make nobody hear say that. That is.
Well, he's already let the people hear. He ate burnt peas yesterday.
No. Burnt peas is actually a delicacy. I'm not even making that shit up. You can look it up. For the
Bro,
viewers,
what?
look up on your mom's iPads, your mom's tablets, your dad's phone. No, wait, don't. A matter of fact, don't go on your dad's tabs. Use your mom's, right, and look up burnt peas. You'll see it'll be a very delectable
Hmm.
delicacy in some countries, notorious from countries where the people can't cook. So take of that what you will, make of that what you will.
Yeah. Well, my mom will be upset that I burn up the piece, so I'll deal with that when she reaches in. Yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Current
where are
objective
we?
survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Before I almost burned down the house. Yeah. Real Madrid wants a striker, and two options are there: Lautaro Martinez and Victor Osimhen. Who should they go for? Um, what what you think? Cause I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
On a pure racial level, I think they go for Lautaro Martinez because, like as I said, on a pure racial level, we've seen the issues facing Vinny in La Liga, and there's a bunch of other options for Osimhen as well. You know, he's young, he's quick, he's in form, in the form of his life, and I think that he should probably go straight to the Prem. I don't think that he should leave a Farmers, well, not even a Farmers League actually. I don't think he should leave the most competitive league in the world as it stands and go to a two team league. You know, I think his best bet would be to go to the Prem, maybe perhaps for a trade in the Sky Blues of Napoli for the Sky Blues of Manchester, or maybe swapping the blue for the red for United or Liverpool. I just don't want to see him waste his talent away at Real Madrid. There hasn't been a good transfer to Real Madrid except for Bellingham, and he's the only one out of a good myriad of them in the last couple seasons. So really, realistically, I don't want to see him go to Madrid. As I said, I really despise Madrid, and I actually like Osimhen, so I don't want to have anything against him. I'd much rather him torture us in a Manchester City shirt than a Real Madrid shirt, to be brutally honest with you.
Well, for once, I think I might have to agree with Seb. El Toro is the best fit for Real Madrid and how they play. He's at the perfect age profile. Um, I mean, the full front three of South Americans. I mean, roll it back to the days of R9. Seriously. Um, but no, I don't look for me, and I'll say this out loud. But the way Real Madrid play, because next season it won't be done on Ancelotti, so it's not gonna be an Osimhen type team. Because Osimhen, I think he's performing better in a team with no possession, in a team that has less the possession, or actually one that doesn't feed him as much, like how Haaland is at City. They have the ball but doesn't really give him it until they need a goal. With Lautaro, he's the perfect striker. I mean, good in the air, even though he's one of the short strikers out there. He's a dead-eye finisher, good on penalties, good strength, good speed. The problem is going to be the price. He's out of contract in 2024. He hasn't signed a new one yet. And you know what? He says he wants to stay, but you know all these players, when Real Madrid comes calling, they just shut their phones off and just go directly to the Bernabeu. They don't even talk to anybody. So I think Latar would be the best option. Um, but if you guys think something different, then there will be a poll started on the Twitter page here at GZ. You guys can vote Lataro or Osimen. I
Nah,
think it's just
wait,
overrated.
wait, wait. As a Manchester United and a Barcelona fan, right? I feel it's imperative, and I am willing to put my own money in the process of this transfer. I am willing to put all of my life savings and my future earnings. You see, Marcus Rashford, he's the most informed player in the world, right? He's arguably the best left winger slash striker of all time. I think Real Madrid should sign him. Okay?
Who? Wait,
Marcus
what?
Rashford. Marcus Rashford. I think Real Madrid should sign him.
Uh,
It'll be an excellent transfer. Fits the player profile. He's very quick.
I,
Not
ju-
good in
I,
front of play. You know,
I just realized because at first I was wondering if I was having a stroke because
Jackson hasn't moved him. Is Jackson
yeah,
all right?
he died. You killed him. You killed him.
Oh my God, he's gone. He's gone.
Wow. Yeah, I would have left too because I was genuinely shocked. I didn't pick up at first, but yeah, for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Because no, look at it. Marcus Rashford is fast and he can dribble, right? To some extent, but he can't finish. He fits Vinny's profile. He's a complementary player to Vinny. If Vinny's tired, you fling out Marcus on the wing, right? It, and let's be real here. That's money for Manchester United. Garnacho will actually get better game time in his preferred position, and we get off of our backs a man that is on over £250,000 a week that has the same level of finishing as Harry Maguire. And even then, Harry Maguire's finishing is better.
Yeah,
So
I would argue Harry Maguire has great finishing compared to Rashford.
I want to
If you
ask
do the
you a
stats,
question.
yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Who do you think is the best finisher in Manchester United currently? And you're going to be shocked at my answer. Probably or probably not.
I would say Bruno. Bruno. Yeah, I would say Bruno for sure.
You'd say Bruno. Okay.
Yeah.
I personally say um, Scott McTominay. Hang on. Give me a second. Jax calling. Give me one
Oh, what?
second.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, now that you say it, Scott McTominay is definitely up there in regards to his finishing, for sure. Because even during early football, you've seen his technique and his shooting ability as it relates to goal scoring, even though he's not a natural goal scorer. So with that in mind, McTominay is definitely up there in regards to shooting. I think he has a raw talent for shooting, and in more ways than one, he actually should be a striker because he's big, he's physical. The guy that changed McTominay into a midfielder, he definitely deserves some beating because Scott is definitely a great. He has the talent for a striker. Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay, yeah, you
Yes,
can.
yes, I am back. I got a call from Jackson. He's said that the Wi-Fi has gone out, unfortunately. So we should just finish up for him and wrap up and everything like that. So you're in
Oh,
charge of the show now. You're in
oh
charge of the show.
wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm now the executive producer. That's awesome. I have been
Yes.
promoted from.
Without pay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Scott McTominay. Let me tell you something. He is different. Gravy, that Scottish lad. Um, you see his performances against Spain. You see his performances against Wales. You see his performances against England as a central defensive midfielder or a centre
Brilliant.
mid for Scotland in that case. He gets the job done. He has better shooting than 95% of the so-called strikers in the Premier League. He has better composure and better finishing than all of United front three combined at this point in time. You know,
Yeah,
and I genuinely think that if it's one player that we should seek to keep and seek to try to motivate and to try to build upon, it should be Scotty Boy because he is just that good. He is just that good. But yeah, you can move on to the next topic now. I just wanted to throw that in there while Jackson's out. But since he's out for good, rest in peace to his soul, we shall continue.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Scott is definitely a dark horse in that competition for sure. Schoolboy football. Jackson is usually a schoolboy football guy, but I would like to say that JC doesn't make the semis for the first time since 012. Well, 2012, yeah. It's the JC fans are crying right now, and KC looks strong as usual, but we have to beat Georges to make the finals. Now, I don't know if you're involved as much in schoolboy football. If you are, you can let me know what you think.
Okay, so when Jackson asked, because last week, right, Jackson asked me a question similar to this. He said, "Who do I think will win the schoolboy football?" Um, who I think would be the favorites now, in schoolboy football, and I actually told him it's either between JC, I believe, and and Saint was. It's one of those non. It's not a popular school, and I was saying for the underdog's sake, but I was very surprised to see that Jamaica College has been knocked out. It is very insane since 2012. That's over a decade ago. That's 11 years. So really and truly, I'm interested to see where this and how this progresses now. Um, the favorites would be obviously Georgia's now. Now I think um, absolute unit of a school with football and ability there. So yeah, I just have to put my money on them at this point in time.
Yeah, that for sure would be a safe bet. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the talent, but it seems like Georges continues to produce incredible footballers and an incredible team. Uh, Moving forward from the Georges stuff, there was an incredible game played today. Uh, One of those brilliant games you get during the season, Chelsea versus City, 4-4, right? We spoke about it a little. I don't know if you have any more new takes to add to that game, or if you even watched it. You know, you
I
have anything?
I did
Yeah,
I did watch
yeah,
a little bit of it. It was a very good match. Easily one of the most entertaining matches of the entire season thus far. No one expected Chelsea to really do this. No one expected Chelsea to do this. It's kind of crazy, really and truly, the result, because I had left the game at 2-1, and went to do some stuff, and by the time I came back, I saw 4-3, and I'm like, what? Wait, what happened? And then 4-4 shortly after that, and I'm like, wow, that game. I actually told my friends it would have been a 3-all draw, and they said no, that's ridiculous, and I was only one apiece off. So excellent game. A fully amazing match. Pochettino versus Pep. A battle of the youth versus battle of the experienced. That's really a good. That was really a great match. I'm not going to lie.
yeah. I'm sad I missed it. I just thought it would have been another City steamrolling another side again. But it's great to know that Chelsea still has some fight in them. They're not just completely battered all the time. They still have the ability to perform with the squad they have. So that's good. Um, Copenhagen come back and won against where United slumped to Copenhagen. Yeah. The match against Copenhagen in the Champions League. I watched it and it's rough. The VAR call against Marcus Rashford in the 42 minute. Uh, I, I'm upset about it, but I don't think being trying to be as objective as possible. I don't think that call could have gone any other way. I don't know if you have anything, if you have the same sentiment as regard to the VAR call for the red card for Marcus Rashford.
Okay, I am very conflicted about that because it was very. Wait, let me be something there. Let me be very blunt with you.
Yeah,
I don't really understand VR sometimes because that was a clearly accidental thing that Marcus did. I will forever stick to it. I know a lot of people said it's intentional. A lot of people have said he meant to do it. I don't think so. You can see in his reaction, you can see in the way how his body moved that he never really intended to do that action that he did. And I mean, it slowed down. It just looks worse than it actually was. I think that's just the theme of VAR. Slow down. it looks much worse. And when you slow it down to a point of impact, it's almost going to guarantee. It's almost going to be a guaranteed red. So I don't think it was fair. It is whatever. It's done, gone bad. Manchester United come to an embarrassing loss at home against Copenhagen. Perhaps that's our Champions League done, hook, line, and sinker. Um, I actually predicted us to get grouped. I don't know if any of y'all watched this stream from many moons ago. I predicted Bayern and Copenhagen to get through, and it to be between us and Galatasaray battling out for third or fourth. Um, it's quite sad. It's quite sad that this is what my club has fallen into. I've been saying it that we are not prepared for the Champions League this moment in time. We need to do a complete rebuild, similar to what Liverpool has been doing for the past couple of years. Slowly rebuilding, but the owners haven't been letting that happen. Try to be honest with
Now,
you.
the follow-up question is, and I want you to answer honestly, is Eric Ten Hag's time done? Is it time to
No,
move on from
no,
him?
no, 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 no. That's the problem with Manchester United. We get one bad spell, or we get a couple of bad spells, and we think it's time to to part the ways between. Okay.
Managers.
Um, yeah, we try to switch between managers too quickly. Like we mustn't forget he has more points. He has gotten to 50 points in the Premier League faster than Jurgen Klopp did, and Jurgen Klopp has delivered a Champions League and the Premier League to Anfield since he has taken over. And Jurgen Klopp has been there for almost 7 or 8 years, right? Mikel Arteta for the first couple of seasons didn't,
Seasons
yeah, for the first couple of seasons didn't really do amazing stuff. Of
was
course, he
outright
won the FA
garbage,
Cup.
was trash.
Yeah, he wasn't really good. There was a lot of times I thought that they would have sacked him, but they stuck by him. And look, Arsenal are reaping the rewards now, second in the Premier League. Um, and that's just by a point, I believe. Um, Arguably one of the most informed teams in England and in Europe at the moment in time. I mean, we stick by him, and if we give him a season or two, and he hasn't improved the performances, and he hasn't made any drastic change, then maybe we can say sure. Or maybe if he goes on a horrible run like losing 10 games or 15 games in a row, then we can say, okay, it's time to part ways. But for now, I think the major issue facing him is the money and the funding that he's getting for transfers, which the Glazers have been very reluctant to provide. We all know that he hasn't exactly gotten his main target at all. I don't think he has gotten a main target at all since
He
he's.
got Anthony, he got Onana. Those were main targets for sure.
I mean, yes, okay, fine, fair. But Anthony was just a reimbursement because of what happened with Jadon Sancho. He had to find another way to get somebody else in the squad because Sancho was not playing well. I wouldn't exactly say it was a main target. Onana, fair enough. He's a main target. But aside from that, they haven't given him the Frankie de Jong that he wanted. They haven't given him the Julian Timber that he wanted. And we
The
can
entire
clearly see that,
Ajax side.
yeah. But as we said, he did it with the entire Ajax side, right? He did it with the entire Ajax side. And as such, we can be content. He brought them to a semi-finals for crying out loud. He brought them to your Europa League finals, right? As it stands, Ole is the best manager we've had post Fergie. And I will stick by that and stand by that until all of Manchester comes at my throat. Because Ole did
Ole,
things with this team. Yeah, Ole did things with this team that I never thought I would have been able to see. He brought us to about 4 or 5 semi-finals in the course of 2 or 3 years. Although he didn't win us that all-wanted trophy, he showed extreme signs of progress. Ten Hag only built it upon that in his first season, winning us an actual trophy. But at the same time, we have to do much better than just the League Cup. We have to be striving to win the Premier League every single year. We have to be striving to win the Champions League. And so far, it's hmm, so far it's
Yeah.
just concerning the amount of fans that want him gone. Like these people don't see the clear pattern that's going on here. What the Glazers are doing, hire a manager, gets the back in for a transfer window, has an amazing first season. Second season is subpar. Has an amazing third season. Fourth season is subpar, and he gets the sack. That's what they've been doing. The only difference was that Ole had three good seasons, and on the fourth, when he was slightly underperforming, they sacked him. Ole has been a star amongst the dead after dark, after night of Old Trafford. He has.
Yeah, I do agree. And Ola did it with a side that the quality was also subpar. Ole did not have the side he wanted. Just like you said with Ten Hag, Ole did not get the players he wanted. So it's gonna be rough, and Manu fans are always going to be like that. They're never going to change in regards to wanting quick to fire, quick to trigger, and get rid of the manager. You've seen clubs like you said, Arsenal and Liverpool, who trusted their manager during the hard times, and it paid off eventually. I don't know for sure if Manchester United is a club where that can happen because of the stature of Man United and um, the legacy and what it means to people. I don't think that will take place at this club, but I hope they will give Ten Hag some more time because he has shown on multiple occasions that he is a great manager in regards to dealing with a lot of the stuff off the pitch that that can hinder the side in regards to Cristiano, Jadon Sancho, the good and the bad. All of those stuff he handled them well. Marcus Rashford missed training and he handled it well. All of those stuff. I think Ten Hag needs the time, and I think if given the time and with patience, the side will come around eventually. It's just a bad run. Yeah.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Frank.
hmm All right. So Luton beats Tottenham, and I would never have thought that would happen with the great Tottenham losing against Luton. Uh, the side did have a lot of red cards. Did have a lot of missing players due to the match before, so that probably played a significant role. Uh, Along with red cards, there were also injuries. So Tottenham is actually in the mud right now. In the mud. I hope they make a recovery. Do you have anything to say about Tottenham?
I mean, it's just it was an unfortunate sequence of events for the last two games that has led to them losing. You know, despite they lost 4-1 against Chelsea, they did actually play really well that game. Also for losing two other players. Injuries have also plagued them, which I don't really want to rely on because we have not gotten the same sympathies from the media as they have with that narrative. So I won't even bring that up. But yeah, I think they'll bounce back. I think there was these two games have just been one-off occurrences. This Premier League season has shown us that really and truly it all can happen. City is not leading the Premier League by 12 points. That alone should tell you that it's a different season compared to the last couple of ones. Um, but yes, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And
Yeah.
yeah, we can just try our best to support the manager. We can just try our best to see how far it goes because we don't want to turn on him right now. It's just going to continue this whole system of foolishness that we've had so far.
Yeah. Uh, Haaland is rumored to move to Real Madrid for 174 million. That's a crazy figure, and Haaland has won everything in the Premier League. He has nothing to prove. If he leaves, I would be happy because that's no Haaland, but in the Prem, I don't think it will happen though. I think Pep has spent a lot of time to build his side around Haaland, and I think it's way too soon to have him leave. You have any input?
I mean, this release clause is activatable next year, the end of next year. So he'd have been at Manchester City for 2 years at that time. Um, that is his release clause activation. So once they reach that minimum fee, Manchester City can no longer deny. That's the clause in his contract that states that if you want him, this is what you have to pay. Outside of that, you can always pay more than that if you want, if another club is willing to activate the same release clause. But that's the minimum that we are legally obliged to sell him for in this regard. I don't see it happening though. I still think that Real Madrid will try. They've always been saying they're not going back for Mbappe. I still think that they will be trying for him as they've typically done. They don't really want to stay back. They want to get who they want when they want. And that's just in the Madrid's culture. But let's just see how it goes. Let's see if they can cop him. I doubt Pep will want to get rid of him at this moment in time. However, he does have replacements if need be. But let's just see how it
Uh,
goes, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm looking
I
forward to
have
it.
a question because I have a thought. Do you think Mbappe will be blacklisted from Europe just like Cristiano did because of how he treated PSG? Because Mbappe has been a menace to PSG, and if Real Madrid doesn't want him, where will he go? So I'm just thinking maybe he has shot himself in the foot because of his behavior and how he treated PSG in relation to his contracts and not signing and stuff like that.
That's true. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We've seen some comments that have been made about a certain from Mr. Spencer himself. He says Man U for the Premier League, Ilanga over Manchester United frontline. Um, and Manchester United need Luke Shaw. Well, Mr. Spencer. What do you make of those takes, Mr. Fry? Because Ilanga, sure, sure, okay,
Uh,
fine, Ilanga, okay, right? Luke Shaw,
I,
we don't have a better option. But then for the Premier League, bro, smoking some nice grade A crack that I'd love to try.
yeah, that's fact. That's fact. As it relates to Luke Shaw, though, I think that's spot on. You've seen the side struggle without him in the squad, and Lindelof, Regulon, Dallo on the left, none of them are even close to what Luke Shaw brings to the side. So the side definitely struggles to without Luke Shaw in the team. Um, those other takes are just completely bad. He, as you said, he's sniffing caca or whatever you said.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
I did not
it's
in fact say that.
I think you did. I think there's proof. It's the stream is recorded. So, anyways, uh,
Um,
yeah. Um, yeah, so that's some solid input. Luke Shaw is needed. They should bring him back and just like give him a sense bean or something like that. Just give him some more age health and stuff. Uh,
that's true. That's true. But sense of being, I think he needs the good old snooze. And I will end my thought right there.
all right. We've gone quite a while and we're gonna end the show a little early. Jackson, hopefully he survived. Jamaica is prone to earthquakes and stuff and natural disasters. So hopefully Jackson is good. Um, Also, I just want to say thank you guys for watching and viewing. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Jackson, Brian, and Randy Savage. Uh, yes, yeah. Uh, yeah, this is me close. This is me closing. As you can see, I'm really good at it. Randy
Yes,
Savage, you have
very much
anything to
so.
say?
Yeah, guys, just follow us at GZ underscore sports. It's me, the boy, Randy Savage, accompanied by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Fry Rice. And, send your condolences down in the comments for Jackson Bryan. Um, and it has been, you guys, for GZ Sports today on Sunday, November 12th, 2025. 2023. Also, just one more point of reference to all of y'all Birmingham fans. Y'all suck. A Manchester United legend is the end of your club. Up the up the Celtic